Tracy
right now?
Walker!
It's on right now?
Love her! Love her! Okay, I'm going to keep the show rolling. You're going to love this guy too. Love him, love him, love him. He's from South Carolina. Please give a warm welcome to Greg Garner. Greg Garner.
How we doing tonight, South Bay? Yeah! All right. I don't really talk like that. But I used to. I am originally from South Carolina. I've been living out here in Los Angeles now going on about 20 years. And when I first moved out here, I had quite a handicap. I like to call it my southern accent. Because I started out, I worked in orthopedics, and I would talk to patients, and it would go something like this. See, man, the problem is you got laxity in your medial collateral ligament. What we're going to do is called a patellofemoral ligament release. That'll release up some of the tension you got in your joint space, get you back your optimum range of motion. How's that sound? And she's like, this guy fucks his sister. So I have lost the accent somewhat over the past 20 years, but I'm still fucking my sister. Folks, I told that joke about 2 weeks ago at the Comedy Cabana in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Dead fucking silence. This guy in the front row was like, I think that some bitch needs to make love to his sister or something. I just teach that motherfucker some manners. So I was back in the Carolinas a couple weeks ago, and I wound up spending some time with the family. Hung out with my dad for a little bit. Some things have changed between our relationship over the past 40 years, and we talk differently. Now that we're older, we talk more like best friends instead of like father and son, and our conversations are like the kind of conversations you have with your best friend. And for my dad, it's always about sex. He wants to know what I like to do. He wants to tell me what he likes to do. About 10 minutes into this conversation, I realized this guy's talking about fucking my mom. And he gets graphic too. He's like, boy, you know what I like to do? I like to get up behind a damn woman and pull her goddamn hair. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm like, I hope you're talking about some hooker you strangled at a truck stop. I just celebrated my 40th birthday, turned 40 a month ago. I don't really give a shit about getting older. It doesn't bother me one bit. What I do have a problem with is the age of the women that I have to fuck now. Don't get me wrong, I can still fuck 18-year-olds, but they're like $350 more. Not in this economy. I was married, actually, for a little while. Some of you know Claudia. I married this really pretty Colombian girl. Claudia was her name, and I'll never forget when I took Claudia back to South Carolina to meet my parents. My mother greeted us at the airport. She was like, Claudia, we're so happy to meet you. We've heard so much about you. We made your favorite for dinner tonight, taquitos. I was like, Mom, first of all, Claudia is not Mexican. Claudia is Colombian. Let's get a hot pot of coffee out here and an 8-ball. A lot of talking that night. I really scored when I got married, though. I married, not only did I moved into this big high-rise down in Westwood with Claudia, but it wasn't just Claudia. I got to move in with her and her gay brother Mario.
Score!
Interesting shit would happen around the apartment, having a gay roommate. First of all, I get to listen to him and his boyfriends have sex in the room next door, which oddly enough sounded very similar to my dad watching football on Sundays. He's sitting there listening to the window here like, go, 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 ah, fucking bullshit.
It's a new one.
I remember one night, actually, my wife, well, we had to get ready for some event or something, and she tricked me into using Mario's shower. She said, go in there and use Mario's shower. He's got better water pressure in there. There's plenty of clean towels under the sink. Knock yourself out. So I fell for this shit. I went in there, she was right, the water pressure was fantastic, but when I got out, there was no clean towels under the sink whatsoever. What I did find was the largest collection of gay pornographic magazines ever amassed on the face of this earth. Now, after looking at this shit for about an hour and a half, I was ready to throw up. Seriously, because I get dizzy when I masturbate.
You're gross.
You know, I tell that joke, my ex-wife and I are still friends, and she comes to my shows occasionally. Whenever I tell that joke, she would get really offended about it and come up to me and be like, Greg, you need to leave Mark, because she's a fucking vampire. Blood-sucking, money-grubbing. But anyways, she would come up to me and be like, Greg, you need to leave Mario alone. He may be gay, but at least Mario is macho gay. He's not feminine gay. Really? Is there some guy out there that's like, give me that fucking dick? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Who the fuck else wants some? You motherfucker, you better recognize, bitch, you better get your dick sucked. You should try using that shit the next time you get like in a road rage altercation on the freeway or something. Just hop out of your car and be like, motherfucker, I'll suck your fucking dick. You don't know me, bitch. I used to suck cock in jail. Come into my cell acting all hard. But you going to bed soft. Shouldn't make fun of homosexuals, folks. Not nice. Not PC these days. God didn't want there to be homosexuals on the planet. He would have never made penises so big and juicy and delicious. So I'm single. Been trying a lot of the dating alternatives. Doing internet dating for a little while, but I'm over that shit. Everybody on the fucking internet is a goddamn liar. Half of the women that I've met online turn out to be guys, and half of them are lying about the size of their cocks. So I'm done with that. I don't deal with disappointment well. I did go on a date with a girl I met on Match.com. This was an interesting story. We go out, we have dinner. Halfway through dinner, she says, there's something I need to tell you. All right? Fire. She's like, I have herpes. It's as quiet as it is in this room. She looked at me, something wrong? And no. Thought you were going to say an AIDS or something bad, but what was funny is not that she had the herpes, but how she started trying to sell the herpes to me. I'm just trying to eat some chicken wings, and she's like, oh my God, like, you'll hardly ever catch it. Anyways, there's only like a 10% chance that you could get it, and I have to be having an outbreak. It's just one pill a day, and the whole time this bitch was talking, all I could hear was, join us. We are the Herbalites. It's just one pill a day. You already take vitamins, don't you? This is not a town hall meeting, my friend. I just got upgraded on my AT&T account. I got the new iPhone. Yeah, I'm excited about it. You can talk to it and all that shit. I have arguments with mine. But I found it interesting that the only two colors they came out with on the new iPhone is the white and the black iPhone. And I don't know personally why anybody would ever buy the white iPhone, because the black iPhone runs so much faster.
Me too.
But it doesn't handle the water very well. It's interesting too, like on the white iPhone, you have the app that you can talk to it, it's Siri, right? But on the black iPhone, it's Serena. And that bitch does not like to be asked anything. The other day I was like, Serena, I need to find a gas station. And she's like, do I look like a motherfucking yellow pages, you fucking cracker? Why won't you go down on me? I think it's totally racist that they don't have a yellow iPhone. But the GPS on that would be all fucked up anyway.
Nice, dude. You're killing it. You're killing it.
I still get along with my ex-wife a little bit, folks, because she still lets me fuck her. But it's not free, and I wind up having to do little favors. So she had some surgery recently, and I wound up having to go to her apartment and be like her nurse for a couple of days. And I don't know if you've ever spent 5 days in a dark fucking apartment with somebody who's high out of their mind on painkillers. Let me tell you something, she did not like it at all. She kept asking me, she's like, Greg, why do you keep taking all my Vicodin? You're not even sick. I was like, sweetheart, we're going through this together. Then she told me, she goes, Dr. Brock told me something about the surgery that you're not going to like, because she had like a cyst or something pulled off her eggs or something, and she said, he told me that we're not going to be able to have sex for like 3 weeks. And I said, sweetheart, you misunderstood what the doctor was telling you. He's talking about vaginal sex.